Hey there, ECA team. Thanks for going through this micro PD to ease us into the season 2 changes that'll be coming for ECAs this season. I'll read through this with you and then have you answer some questions just to make sure that we all understand what the changes are. The changes basically are, so review is that we'll continue to adhere to the 15 to 1 student ratio, staff to student ratio. We will continue to have a daily duty team assigned, and that will be updated on the same documents as last season. I've added a tab here for season 2 duty team rota. This week, or as of today, I've only completed January 8 to 11. Before the end of this week, I will complete the rest of the season up until April break so that you have a chance to plan ahead for yourself. I also have here available the season 2 weekly schedule in case you're curious who will be leading the activities, how many students there are, and when they'll be happening. Notice that each day we will have a few activities available, and the snack time has now moved from 4 to 4:15 for it's snack for students that are going home. This will be for any of the students who do not have an ECA or extended care. They will have snack from 4 to 4:15, and then snack for ECA and extended care students will be 4:15 to 4:30. I'll go into a little more detail about that in a minute. But extended care will be every day for grade 1 and 2 students only. Grade 3 through 5 students who have an ECA or who have an ECA will be able to stay, but all grade 3 through 5s who do not have an ECA will go home at the end of the day. So the first place to find your scheduling information for the duty team rota is here on the PYP ECA scheduling doc. The other place, in case you're curious or in case parents ask and you want to share it with parents, it is also available on the School Life ECA Extracurricular Activities tab on the Neom Community School website, and that goes for the ECC ECAs, PYP ECAs, and MYP ECAs. So, Caroline and Reem also joined us before break. They will be working full-time with our ECA Extended Care program. This means they will have daily ECA and extended care duty, and they will count with our 15 to 1 ratio. So that means that the duty team will have Caroline and Reem as additional people to help out, fulfill that ratio each day. We are now working closely with community services for scheduling. So that's part of the reason we're changing from a 4:15 to a 4:30 start time. That allows us to make sure that we're sending students to community services and we have the exact same timeline for them. That helps out for parents, community services, and for our timetabling and safety purposes. Grade 1 and 2 families have to sign up for extended care. Failure to do so will mean they'll have to come pick up their child immediately or sign up on the spot. Extended care sign up will remain open until the end of the season, until the April break. So that's a bit of a brief introduction to some of the changes. Here's some more detailed changes that I'm going to go through one at a time here with you. The first big change will be an end of day dismissal procedure change. So previously we were taking all the students to the dining hall at 4 o'clock. Now you'll have to split your class into 2 groups at the end of the day. One group is the group that is not staying for ECAs or extended care. They will go have snack from 4 to 4:15. From 4 to 4:15, if the student is staying, they will stay in the classroom with teachers, and teachers will take attendance on Schools Buddy for ECA and extended care students. Now, I don't care how you choose to separate this. If one teacher takes them to the dining hall, the other stays in the classroom, that's fine. Notice that if one of your team members is out, just communicate with another section of your grade level for dismissal purposes. Another thing to keep in mind is that the teacher that stays in the classroom needs to take attendance on Schools Buddy. So let's look at how we do that. In Schools Buddy, you've got the diary option. Once you open up the diary option, you will see that you have here everything available for that day. That will be grade 1 extended care. When you click the register, it'll be all the students that are listed there. You'll just click present, absent, excused, or late. Grade 2 has its own extended care register. And then any of the activities available for your grade level that day will also be available here with all the students that should be attending. So for library, you'll see here it's only grade 5. So only grade 5 teachers will see this, Abira, Manha, and Milo. As there are other activities, so after school club, again, this here is piano. You'll be able to see all the students that are listed here. Again, this would be for middle school students, so that's why you're seeing slightly older students. But your job from that 4 to 4:15 time slot is to take attendance with your classrooms. The duty leaders will then be checking at the attendance when they pick up the students from the Great Hall. Notice this highlighted point here. Grade 1 and 2 students who are not signed up for ECA or extended care, but do not get picked up, get sent to room 1 to be with me. So I'll be calling all those parents individually to make sure they know to sign their students up for extended care. Again, schools buddy attendance. This is to make sure that the teacher B who stays with students in the classroom will be taking attendance in schools buddy. This will also be for MYP teachers to be taking attendance in schools buddy using the register so that we are able to track our student attendance a little easier. The next thing here is the ECA leader picks up students from the Great Hall. So basically at 4:30, if you're a PYP ECA leader, you need to go to the Great Hall and find the group of students that you're working with. There will be still signs on the tables so that the teachers know where they're supposed to sit. The duty team has them in the right place. And you know you're supposed to go pick up your students. Double check your registers when you pick them up to make sure everything's correct. And then the last change here is sign out times for grades 1 and 2. So for any duty team or Caroline and Reem who are staying after school, when a student is signed out at the end of the day, you can go into the extended care register. And on the register, there's an option over here in the right that allows you to sort of add a comment. When you go click on that comment, it will allow you an attendance note. There you can just put in the checkout time. So you can just type in if the student's picked up at 5:15, you can just type in the time and click save. That's all we have to do to record student signouts. These changes require that you have access to your Schools Buddy account. So please reach out to me if you do not have access to Schools Buddy. One final quick update or one final quick review. Changing the end of day dismissal procedure. Please read through this carefully so it makes more sense. Schools buddy attendance to be done by the teacher who's staying in the homeroom. The ECA leaders will double check the attendance and pick students up from the Great Hall. And then we're recording sign out times in Schools Buddy. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to help.